So live is going to be a bilingual live. So we're going to be talking in two languages, in French and in English. Especially, we want to call on our brother and sister from Nigeria. This is the main call. Right? Tinubu, as you know, that he has made a request from the Senate right there in Nigeria, asking for the Senate to support the bill that is putting in, so he can send military from Nigeria go fight against African brother and sister in Niger. You see? So, you know, Tinubu want to destroy the reputation of Nigeria. And all of us, we are concerned. We should not be fighting for these white folks that we already know what they have done to us for so many decades. Right? We should not allow this. We have, all of us, has to become lion. Right? All of us, we have to be together to chase this old man. Tinubu is an old man. This is an old man that has lost his brain. He's a man, you know. He does not think like you and me, you know. We are in Africa. We always say that an old man is a most wise individual. Right? The old man is somebody who always think about the family, who is a protector of the village. This is the description we are giving on our old people there, our grandfather, our grandma, right there in Africa. But look at this guy. He's probably close to 80 years old. But he's want to put an army, African army, to go fight brother and sister in Niger. All of this just because he want to please white folks, especially the French guy. That little kid in France, the same kid that this country has brought a big war right there in Nigeria, Biafra war. You remember that? About the French company? How come you don't have a memory? And that's why we're saying that this old man, Tinubu, has lost his mind. And we should not allow this guy in office anymore. This is the right time to kick him out of power. As you know that he even deserves that power. Because there is, a complaint has been made about the election that was held in Nigeria. Right? Well, this is somebody who came illegally in power. He doesn't have the full power of people. And you want to bring a war. You want to bring the Nigerian people in war. We should not allow this. You know why? Because when I'm reading all of this, that he has sent a request, a bill to the Senate to support, to finance. This guy, this is an old man. He already enjoys life. As you can see that every time, he's just keep dancing all the time. Every time you see this guy, he's enjoying himself. He's dancing like a kid because he don't care about you. You a brother and sister, you our mother, you our uncle right there in Nigeria. He doesn't care about you. He cares about himself, the friend that is getting everywhere. Now his friend is a white fox, Macron. You understand? This is a crazy guy that they put in power. In France, a little kid and an old man is going to bow before this just a little kid that's called Macron, Jean-Michel Frédéric Macron. You understand what I'm saying? Let's kick Tinubu out of power now. This is the right time to do that. In Nigeria, at this moment of time, we don't see any people. We don't see people moving. We don't see any movement. Where is the civil society? Why there is no people on the street protesting against Tinubu action? This is an old man. He has lost his brain. His brain doesn't think like you and me anymore. Understand? This is about Africa. These white folks, they started the war right there in Ukraine, and they want to bring it in Africa territory. Recolonize us. What do you think? So the Nigerian will be fighting with the Nigerian guy because of the uranium that belongs to the Nigerian guy for the interest of the French? No, I think enough is enough. We should not, this old man, the guy like the president of Benin, Talon, Patrice Talon, Ouattara, Macky Sall, what is another guy from Guinea-Bissau, and Mbalo, and Tinubu, they have now given a reason to the Niger military, who have decided to take the leadership to bring their country in the right path to protect their people. So the benefit that God himself, we call him Nzambi Mpungu, have given to us so it can profit to our people, can you be used in the right way for the right people. And these people, the ecosystem, what we call that, the leader that I'm putting it between quote, the leader, they are not leader, they are criminal. They have shown everybody at this moment of time that they do not work for us. We like black folks, they don't work for us. They have shown that. You understand? And they have given the reason to the military from Niger to take over power. Because you can even understand why all of this, between quote, black folks leader a certain country there can decide to put a military action to go fight the people who have decided to bring the rule of law in the country. Something doesn't look right. And all of this also is demonstrate that we should not count on these guys. They are working for the white folks, for the white interests, and not for you, not for me. We should kick them out of power. We should gun them down, all of them. This is called treason for Africa. This is called treason for our people. This is called treason for our countries. This is called treason for our territories. They are not African. They have a black skin, but they are white folks inside. Tinubu is not a Nigerian guy. Tinubu is a French man from inside, from his mind, from his blood. He's not a Nigerian guy. So because he's not a Nigerian guy, why you should keep this guy in power? Kick him out of power. It's a good time to take this guy out of power. This is also the same for Côte d'Ivoire. Your Ouattara is making a meeting asking military black folks from Côte d'Ivoire to get ready to go fight their black friend and their black sister right there in Nigeria. Are you crazy? Why there is not a protest in Côte d'Ivoire? We have seen so many shows. The people are calling themselves leader of opinion. We have seen Makoso, General. Are you talking about this? Are you talking about a young African, young guy there in Côte d'Ivoire so they can raise themselves, they can protest, they can say no, they can go right there, shake this leader, the old man who has a brain, a destroyed brain, who's always, his brain is a white fox brain. You understand what I'm saying? We should not allow this. This is the fight of our generation. These people, they're getting old, they have enjoyed themselves, they have made a friend, they have still all of this money, they have big, real market, everything overseas. They have salary and they continue to rule us as our leader. And they are not even able to take a right decision for their own people or their own country or their own continent. And now they want to bring us a piece of shit of war. Do you get that? Let's kill them all. I'm telling you, let's kill them all. We should not play with these things. This is our moment. This is the right time for us, we as a young African, to take aside all of this old piece of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Donc, c'est très important que nous puissions comprendre ça. We all know also that this is the right strategy. These white folks, you can see them. Their main interest is the center of Africa. You understand? We are right there in the center of life. The location where Nzambi Mpungu, you call him probably God, started everything. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to disturb us. They're trying to disturb all of us. So we can all be focused in the Western African side. In the meantime, they will be pursue their project of exterminating a lot of us right there in Central Africa. This is the main project. As you can see, at this moment of time, most of African leaders of opinion, you call them, activists, politics, they are more focused in the Western African side. But in Central Africa, they have a huge plan. At this moment of time, they're using Rusen to kill a lot of us in my country, the Congo Federation, poisoning our people in a very large scale. Kagame, the man, this is the body. He has become the man of interest to lead this operation, trying to rip the people from their land. That's what is happening right now. And we should not let this continue. We should stop this. Kagame is getting allies. These white folks is using Kagame. And Kagame is using the allies like Sassou Nguesso Denis. We call him Ngwefso Mature Albert. That is real name. Understand? Is using, and they already killed more than 20 million in the east of the DRK. You call that DRC, we call it DRK. They already killed more than 4 million in the center of Africa, in the Congo territory, in my country, that I'm calling the Congo Federation, a new country right there in Africa. Now, they want to kick our people, the Aboriginal people, out from their land. You understand? Because they want to do that like they have done in North America, where I am right now, with the Indian guy. You know what happened here? They exterminated all of them. And the white folks came, they took over the land. They pushed them away. And they're living like, people totally abandoned. The owner of the land are now being suffering in their land. That's what now a little thing like Macron is doing with all of these white folks. They call themselves big leader in the world. And we should not allow them. We've been colonized. We've been treated like, like a piece of shit. They sold us. And they keep putting us in the suffering. At what moment we will be taking our revenge? At what time we as Africans will wake up, will say, no, enough is enough, and we start cutting these people in piece of shit in our land. Let's get it done. We are afraid of what? Are you afraid of death? Let's show them so they can start putting a respect on the black folks right in Africa. Let's raise up our dignity. Let's become like, Arabic people who does not play with these people here. You understand?